Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for today's upload. Let's begin with the transfer list and then we're going to talk a bit about trading. So basically nothing new, just a lazy sale there on Gaita whom I had bought at 12k, 12 and a half, so that's some pretty good profit. Otherwise, yes, on yesterday's upload I did show you guys a few cards which I liked, and basically I'm going to show you guys in what I invested. Those are all cards that I had bought previously, so nothing new there, but I did not list the cards that I bought yesterday after the upload. So I bought three De Bruyne's 94. All were bought at 635, 636, and 641. The 641 was a bit above what I wanted to pay. What I wanted was to get De Bruyne below 640, but this one had a hunter, so I told myself that I'm going to get a bit of a premium on that. In terms of De Bruyne, I don't know how this card is called. Is it called, okay, either way, it's a UEFA Champions League card, which is a 93 rated. This card usually goes around 420, 425 during rewards day, and this week it may even go a bit higher because De Bruyne's 95 team of the week moments has been pushing higher, so this may push all his informs a bit higher. So I bought that at 385, looking to sell around 430. I bought three Munains at around 148, 148, and 148. So all three were bought at 148. Now I did want to buy this card below 145 or 140, but once again, the only reason I paid a bit more was that all three of them were fresh, which does mean it was a panic seller that had invested into those cards, and they were all listed at the same time. So I picked all three of them up, and I also bought four Icones at 252, 252, 253, and 249. So basically around 249 up to 253. All four of them are currently, Icone is currently around 260, so nothing there. But most of those cards are still at the same price, if not a bit higher. But I don't expect a rise until we see the rewards drop. A lot of people are going to wait to see if they can pack maybe a good red and to build a team around it. So I would say those cards should start picking up some value, but the real gain will happen once the rewards do come out. So Doucouré is currently around 80. I had bought them at 70 and 72, I think. Three De Bruyne's on yesterday's upload. All of them were bought at around 245 up to 240 and 245. The rest are just informs. Now, speaking about the 82s, which we had invested around 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, those 82 rated are not moving at the moment. Debucci is still only 12k. Now, I am about 1.5k into profits, but nothing major there. And the reason being was the team of the week, SBC. A lot of people packed lower rated informs. Now, it may take maybe a week or so for those informs to maybe disappear from their club, the untradeable ones which they have, and then it should start all over again, them buying those informs. So I would say hold it maybe one more week or max 10 days, and they should start gaining some significant value. I fully expect that. Hubner is currently around 15k. Gaita is almost at 20k. Rafa is already 20k. Those Rafas were bought at a very good price, 14k. Gaita were bought at 12k. He's already around 20k at the moment. In terms of Paulo Lopez, he rose quite a bit. He's around 25 at the moment. I did have around 8 Lucas Moura last week. I cashed out, which I had bought at 115. I cashed out at around 127 or 126. Now, these two were bought earlier on when he was in the team of the week. So he's currently coming up to that price. So I would expect this card to maybe hit 150 this weekend. So I'll be able to maybe break even on that card. In terms of Pablo Sarabia, yesterday he was a bit inflated at 36. The reason being was that guaranteed foot birthday SBC, which a lot of people thought it would come out. Now, he's currently around 33 or 34. I'm not all that sure. but he's still very much buyable. I did not buy the Pablo Sarabias because of today, what was supposed to come out. I did not buy him for that. I bought him for the long run. I do think this card can easily hit around 50k, and it's not something delusional. If you guys look at 86 rated informs like 5 6 weeks ago, they were all up there. Some of them are even at crazy prices, and him having good links just makes me believe that the exact same thing will happen. And DD is currently around 71, 72. Heung-min Son, which I had bought at 1285, I'm very much lazy listing him like very high. The reason being is that it's fresh. Now it's only going to get rarer on the market, the fresh cards. Dele Ali, I'm not sure how much he goes for at the moment, so I can't really say, but I bought him at a good price, which I do think will be profitable. I was looking at my club and I found this Lisandro Martinez, whom I was pretty much sure he was untradeable, but turns out he's not. I bought him at 54. I'm just looking to maybe get the coins on this one. Malin is currently 110, so nothing exceptional there. Foot birthdays have been rising at the moment. The rise has only begun. Do not just take small profit on those cards. Wait it out. You guys will be able to get some very good profit out of those cards. I would not rush to sell them. Next week they're going to be even higher than this week, so it's only a matter of time. They're only going to get more expensive as weeks go by. In terms of bidding now, I do encourage you guys to bid on cards. You always get them for cheaper. I did speak about those 82 rated informs. They're just starting to gain value, and they're going to gain way more value later on as people are done using the untradables which they had packed from the SBC, Team of the Week SBC. Now, I was bidding last night. I got a few Dantes and I got a Munain at 135k. Which is crazy in my opinion. At the moment, he should be somewhere around 150. Now, I don't have the coins. Otherwise, we might have seen how much this card would go for. So I'm just gonna keep him in the transfer target. I bet you guys this card is gonna go for somewhat cheaper than the market value, maybe at least 5 to 10k cheaper, because no one is bidding at the moment. So there is that as well. And I did want to speak about something which I've been receiving a lot of questions on Twitter and in the comments section down below, about people asking me when to sell those cards. Now, there is no exact science as to when to sell the cards. The cards, I would always recommend you guys to sell the cards when you're good with the profits. If you guys see the profits are good, then do go ahead and sell them. There is no exact science. Like, I'll sell my cards when I'm happy with the profit. You guys should sell your cards when you guys are happy with the profits. This is just how it goes. For some people, 10k on a card is a lot and they're happy with some people that have a bit more coins, they're always looking for that extra 5-10k. So I don't want to get you guys stuck into a position where you guys have to hold your cards. I do understand a lot of people have to build teams this weekend. Hold cards that are not into profits because they will gain profits. But if you guys are happy with the profits, then just go ahead and take the coins. Now, this is my team for this weekend. Almost all untradables. Even the Seikone I did not buy. He's untradeable. So the only tradable cards up there is the best keeper in the game, Van der Sar, Cancelo, Pogba, and Lacazette are the only tradable cards there, which Lacazette I really enjoy. I'm not sure I'm ever going to sell him, but we're going to see about that. In terms of the fodders, I did want to speak about the fodders. A lot of people thought we would be getting the guaranteed foot birthday SBC. Now, I did not ask you guys to invest into fodders yesterday for that SBC because they were already so much inflated. So now is the time to invest in them. A lot of fodders have dropped and they will go right back up. It's a matter of days. I'm not sure exactly when. I won't be able to tell you guys when they will gain back their value, but it's a matter of time. Now, at the moment, a few of them, like for example, Iago Aspas, I never buy Aspas if he is above 9k. So I would wait for rewards. I would try and get him at 9k or below. So at the moment, a lot of fodders have been dropping. So do invest in those that are already very low, at around the lowest that they're always have been, that they always have been. So Gulasi, for example, is a very good example right there. He usually dips all the way down to 8K when the fodder market is not very hot. At the moment, he's around 8.5. So that 500 coins is not a big deal. It's a good time to maybe stock one into your clubs. Do not go unassigned on them because I can't guarantee you when that when that exact time will come when they will rise. But surely something is coming up which will make those fodders rise all the way up back again. So here's another example with Anthony Lopez. Now those are 85s. You guys can go all the way up to 91, up to Oblak, right? But at the right price. It's always about the price. If the price is right, then any fodder is good. But if the price is not right, do not chase those fodders because they might go a bit lower. I would say another guy that I'm looking on Footbin at the moment is Rakitic. Rakitic, it's showing me 19K, which I'm not happy with. I usually would buy Rakitic at max 17. So at the moment, he is still quite expensive at 19K. I would not touch this card at that time. But just like that, I can let you guys know roughly 85s should always be, except for Onana. The rest of the 85s should always be 8K up to maybe max 9K. A few exceptions are there. For example, Sule. Sule is a guy that you guys can pay a bit more. Let's see how much he goes for at the moment. But usually Sule at around 15K, max 16K is a price that you guys can always pay for him because he's a center back. But a few guys like, for example, Berkey. Berkey's a very popular player in terms of fodders because he strong links to Hummels. So this is a card that I usually pick up at around 8.5. So at the moment, he is around 9K, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so he is around 9K. So they're coming to our levels that we want to buy them. But make sure you guys do a club stock of those cards because it's a matter of time before a code gets entered into the game, or maybe even tomorrow we do get a player moments SBC. So those cards might rise, but just make sure if you buy them, you buy them at a good price, not at inflated prices, because that will only cut down your profits in terms of when you want to sell them. But I do see even 88 rated. I did pack a Toni Kroos today from the challenge SBC. The pack that we got. I am looking at his price at the moment. It's showing me 34, which is very, very low for an 88 rated player. So once again, if rewards time you guys see this card at 30K like we're seeing right now, this is a great pickup in my opinion, because the downside on this card is maybe 3-4K. I don't see Kroos being below 27. This is just not happening at this time of the game. A lot of good SBCs are coming out recently, and I would not think that EA will just stop releasing SBCs. They want the fodders market to rise, and you guys can see all those 30 have been bought. So have a look at that during rewards time. There is one more thing which I wanted to speak about, is that if you guys are interested, let me know down below in the comments if you guys liked and appreciated the video that I made yesterday for Rewards Day Flip. This is something which I can do every Monday and Tuesday because those are the days where I buy my flips. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments down below so that I can maybe plan it out onto uploading Rewards Day flips on Mondays and Tuesdays, the ones that I'm buying currently. So I'll be able to do that. I also wanted to speak about this card. Now, have a look on Footbin, the graph of Marco Reus. It's just unbelievable. This card gained around 200K just because some random person on Twitter or on YouTube just predicted that, he knows the pattern that EA is taking, or that EA is following. In order to predict a team of the week. Never, guys. Never listen to those kinds of people. Nobody can predict, especially at this current time where EA has full control on the team of the weeks. Nobody can predict what team of the week is about to come. EA will always look to screw up your investments. This is exactly what they did with the Foot Birthday when they decided to extend it 3 more days and to bring back all the cards into packs. So do not ever listen to that. You're always going to lose coins. Those people have lost around 250 or 300k after tax on Marco Reus, and at the moment he's not even selling at 1.525. Do not ever follow someone that can basically tells you either on Twitter, YouTube, or anywhere telling you that he has predictions on the team of the week, unless it is a regular world in which players do play. A lot of people can predict that because let's say Messi scored a hat-trick, but otherwise never do listen to that. Now the last thing before we end the video, is going to be the team of the week. I always do it on a Wednesday whenever we get the team of the week. I like telling you guys the players that I would like to invest on any pack supply. Now this week may be different because we may not get lightning rounds. We're still not sure if we have a promo on Friday, but whether we have a promo or not, if you see a card around that range, it should always be good. I'm gonna give you guys the ranges which I think. Now let's begin with the usable players. Immobile, Martial, Messi. Obviously we're gonna keep him on the side because he's gonna be expensive for maybe 95% of the players. So Immobile, Martial, and Matuidi and Ter Stegen are the usable players that people will go after. Maybe a bit less on Matuidi, but definitely Ter Stegen, Immobile, and Martial will gain a lot of will have a lot of demand. But once again, if you guys do want to buy them for your team, because you guys want to play with them this weekend, then I would recommend buying them on a Saturday. If you guys don't want to play with them this weekend, or you can wait maybe one more week before playing with them next week, then I do recommend buying them on Squad Battle Rewards. This is when they will be at their cheapest, or maybe even on a Monday. So you can't really go wrong if you buy an inform at that time. In terms of fodders now, players that basically are good for SBC solutions that require informs, I would say Matuidi is literally one of the best players from this team of the week. He is a bit expensive at the moment, but if you guys ever see him below 40k, at the moment he is a bit expensive because rewards have not yet dropped. But if we do get lightning rounds and stuffs like that, or a very good pack supply, whether it's marquee matchups, whatever it is, if you see this card below 40k, I would say immediately buy this card. It offers Serie A links, which is very popular in terms of solutions with guys like Godin and whatsoever. And he also offers French links, which is massive in my opinion. The other guy will be Cruz. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is currently around 20k, if I'm not mistaken, but this card should drop below 20k. Whenever it is below 20k, whether it's 18, 19, just go ahead and pick one up for your team, for your club. Bonucci is another guy. I do think he's around 50k. Bonucci will be, in my opinion, the biggest risers out of packs in terms of SBC. He has Italian links from the Serie A, but he strong links to so many SBC fodders. So I would definitely pick this card up if it drops anywhere below 50k. Anywhere below 50k, even 49. I would start piling them up in my transfer list, and this will be my biggest investment this week. Cheaper options, I would say this Raul guy. If you guys are able to get him at 11k or below, it's basically min price. You can't go wrong. This card will rise. It reminds me of Sydney, Hubner, and Dante. Those cards will all rise. It takes a bit longer with those 82 rated. It may take 2-3 weeks, but once they start rising, it's up to you. The longer you hold, it's just like wine. The longer you hold, the more valuable it becomes. Jarstein is good, but once again, there's too many goalkeepers, especially 84, 85 rated, so I would not invest into him. Balde is a usable player, definitely, but I would say wait it out. Squad Battle Rewards, a lot of people will pack him, and at that time, it will be the buying time for him. you guys may be able to get him easily below 18, 17K. So these are the team of the week investments. Jimenez, once again, a right back. I'm not very much into it. If he does drop below 30K, I would definitely pick him up. So this is the team of the week investing, which I'm gonna do. If you guys have any questions, do let me know. I am trying to cover as much as I can remember, but if there is something which I missed out, just let me know in the comments down below. I'm doing my best to reply to every single comment. If you guys appreciated the content, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.